weekend, it is the biggest weekend in all of sim racing, the iRacing Daytona 24. But before that, a chance to go out and sign Sholo. It is iRacing Roar before. Qualifying, as I did mention, is underway, and drivers with the track to themselves, it is go fast time. And the field has got some big names in it as well. Three classes feature names like Casey Kerwin, who we see on track right now, winding his way back to the start-finish line. We've also got drivers like Moritz Lohner.
Whew. Is that enough for pole? Yep, it was a good lap, I guess. Setup in. Yeah, ready to go.
Well, remember, all three classes start at the same time. It's time to roar before the 24 here at the World Centre of Racing. Off the banking we will work, and the sea of Delatraz Automotive entries at the front of the field controls the pace, while Moritz Lohner leads the GT4s off to the start-finish line.
Okay, time to fuel save, I guess. And we are underway in my first iRacing Roar special event. I've not been on iRacing in many years doing a big event like this. But here we are. Pace looked very good. I got pole position by quite a margin and now leading the GT4 train. It was very hard to break away, or basically impossible. So the whole race looked like this, big train, and it was all about fuel saving as I just did. A couple people tried some moves into turn 1, but it's really on the outside, it's almost impossible. You will just always have to slot in back into the train. Nice try, but back to P4. So it was really just about saving fuel, staying safe here with the first batch of traffic, the LMP3s overtaking us for the first time in the race. It was, yeah, I tried to be very safe, leave enough space everywhere, because in this phase of the race it doesn't make any sense to full push or try to go for every gap, try to block LMP3s. It didn't really make sense because the train will always be behind you. Drafted like 2 seconds in GT4. It's 1.3 seconds, not enough. Not even close of enough. And through traffic here I had a little bit of a gap, and my chat thought, okay, it's time to maybe break clear, but again, the GT4s, they need about like 2 seconds or more of distance between each other to not get any draft. So as long as someone is within 2 seconds of your car, they will always be able to draft back to your rear. So it was still all about saving fuel and staying safe in the train and traffic. But throughout all this traffic, there was never a gap. The train stayed consistent, the train stayed together, which I was hoping for, that I could maybe break off a little bit of at least some cars during the traffic, but it didn't really happen. So fuel saving was the game up until the pit stop. I don't think they have an additional lap, right? Maybe. After the pit stops, you were really able to see who saved the most fuel in the train, and it was Damon Woods jumping a few cars in the pits, having the shortest pit time, and also Andre making an additional lap and also underfueling the car, jumping all of us, coming out 4 seconds ahead. So his goal was to, hopefully for him, drive away from the pack. And for us it was important to obviously not let him do that, try to catch up. Damon and I were working together, pushing each other on the straights to get closer towards Andre again, to minimize his advantage that he has right now. But overall, the train was still intact. It was still about fuel saving, but while still also trying to catch Andre. So it was trying to find a 50-50 thing about catching, but also saving fuel. But then the most crucial moment of the race happened. We are close to Andre finally having his draft, and then behind us, Martin Toth does a simple mistake, hits the rear of Damon, and Damon almost spins around, gets the car straight again. Bum! Let out. But Martin gets spun around. So we do have a little bit of a gap behind us now, and I realized that. Time to send it. 1.6. Not sure if this is enough, especially when this guy is behind. And this is basically exactly the situation I was waiting for the whole race. Something to happen so I can have a little bit of a gap to work with. The cars behind me dropping above the 2 seconds basically, and that's really the one opportunity you want to have to be able to run away at the front. Come on, Andre, don't give them draft. We have a chance here. 1.9. We have to be quick now. No mistakes. And only good luck with lapped cars. And now we are finally racing. Excitement going up, heart rate going up. It's all about pushing flat out. No more fuel saving, no more in the train. Trying to clear traffic in a safe way. Okay, nice push. Thank you. Teamwork. But there was still a second pit stop to manage, so we really had to figure out how many laps is the race going to be, how much fuel do we have to add at the pit stop, so we don't overfuel and lose time, but also we don't underfuel and having to save afterwards. Okay, I need fuel calculations for flat out. I can go 5 more laps when I cross the line now. For, I guess it's gonna be 77 laps in total, right? I mean, yesterday was 76 laps, but we just want to take 1 extra lap just to be safe. Well, I usually, with strategy, I trust everyone else more than me. I am the worst with fuel. Okay, calculate 2.6. 2.65. I think 2.65 is really flat out push. Let's try 2.65. Let's go 56 liters to the finish. So we lock in 56. Confirm, chat, confirm. You're my engineers. Perfect. Thank you, chat. Pit this lap. Pit, pit, pit. Whew. Problem is, Damon gets some draft now from Andre. So he's probably gonna draft himself closer to me. Stupid fucking bus stop. Okay. Back to concentration. Nothing can happen if I just do my laps. Problem is, if they bump draft each other now, I'm in trouble. And that is what I was focusing on. Trying to keep the gap at 3 seconds. Because what you really don't want, and what can easily happen, is that both cars behind you start working together, bumping each other on the straights, drafting with each other, and then 3 second gap can be closed quite rapidly on a track like this. So I really had to give it my all, push everything out of the car, out of the pace that I had, to keep the gap at a consistent 3 seconds and not let it drop below. Bro, literally I was looking at the time left 1 hour ago, only 8 minutes passed. And this is what happens during such a race. You're finally leading, you really want to win obviously, and you want the race to be finished finally. So you're looking at the time remaining lap after lap basically, and then it just feels like 5 minutes just feel like an hour. But you still need to be concentrated. Anything can still happen in the race. There's traffic, there's your own driving that can go wrong, and unfortunately for Andre in P3 it went wrong. I didn't know about any of this during the race because I was fully locked in, only concentrating on my own driving, keeping a close look on the gap to the car behind, and then just being in full flow state. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be so fucking close. Bitte check, please, 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 please. .1 again, nice. No, 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 please. Drive! Turn into a LMP3 or whatever, I don't care. Okay, Jamie's going on to the last lap now. One more time, LMP3 at the worst fucking spot in existence. After navigating the last corner, I can finally relax a little bit and just looking forward to bringing it over the line in one of the hardest races I've ever done. Most likely also one of the hardest races to win, because you just need this tiny bit of luck on your side to be able to run away, but then also when you have the opportunity you need the pace, and I was fortunately able to execute this race event perfectly. Yes, man, geil! Oh, what a race, holy shit. I thought it's gonna be boring from start to finish, but holy shit. From when we had to push, man, it was focused like crazy. Holy. Oh, I'm happy. Yes, man. First special event win in... like 7-8 years? Oh.